So you thought Eli Tomac was hanging up the boots? Not quite yet. Welcome back to Vital MX. We got some more breaking news here for you. I'm your host, Michael Lindsay, and as usual, these features are brought to you by our friends at Yoshimura R&D of America. Check them out at yoshimura-rd.com. And yes, the news is great. The news is exciting. It's what we really need at this point. Let's be honest. The number 3 ET, Eli Tomac, has committed to racing in 2024. A few months ago, this may have been a true shocker, but really within the last month or two, we got to be honest, we were waiting for this. We were hoping. We've been hearing things. We've been talking about in some of our podcasts, some of our content over at VitalMX. We've been hearing rumors about him re-upping with Yamaha, about him being excited to come back. And then, heck, we ran into Eli just this last week. After the Washougal round of the 2023 AMA Pro Motocross Championship, a bunch of us in the media were invited to stay at Washougal an extra day to check out Alpine Star MX's 2024 product launch, which, of course, Eli Tomac is a face of. He's been in their gear brand for about 10 years now. They had him on hand. It would definitely caught us by surprise. We saw him in the morning walking around in some gear. He wasn't riding, but he was there to take some photos for the catalog. He was fully geared up. He was wandering around. And it really just followed up on the post that he made about a week ago on social media that nearly broke the motocross internet. And it was just a man doing some calf races, but a man that we did not expect to be seen doing it so soon. Eli was joyous at the event. He was fun to talk to, really good to catch up with him. But pretty much all of us in the media agreed when we left. This guy's coming back. He hinted at, he seemed excited. He was talking about the typical injury process of, man, you know, when you're hurt, when it happens, there's the anger, the regret, the thoughts about doing it again. But he talked about wanting to come back stronger, wanting to be better when he comes back. Guys like that, they're walking away, don't say those kind of things. There was plenty of things he hinted at, and he left a couple of the news that we should be expecting something on Wednesday. Well, it is now that day. The day has arrived, and we have the announcement. And again, Eli Tomac has committed to racing in 2024. We will see him at Anaheim 1. He is competing in the World Super Motocross Championship, and he is back with Monster Energy Yamaha Star Racing for another go. He will have the number 3 on the bike, as he will be going up against the defending champion, Chase Sexton, the man that he almost beat to the title in 2023 while defending before injuring his Achilles heel, ultimately his Achilles tendon, late in the season. And speaking of that, it was just really interesting to hear Eli talk about how the injury has not been quite what he expected. We've seen plenty of motocross riders and supercross riders. We've had them tell us, man, this is a gnarly injury. It's hard to come back from. It lingers. It's tough to get that thing strong again. The timeline sucks. Eli was very happy. He said he's weeks ahead of schedule. It has not bothered him and caused him the pain he thought it would. He said his life really has been physical therapy at this point, but he was very happy with the injury. He said it was not what he expected, not what he had been told. So those things alone were like, man, this guy's definitely in a good place at the moment. He's very happy to announce, of course, that he is having a 3rd child. Also made a few jokes about he can't have any more because he's got a 4-bedroom house and it's going to be pretty full at this point. But again, we had a very happy Eli to talk to, and that's dangerous. That's dangerous for anybody in the field, and it brings out a great storyline heading into 2024. Eli is amongst a few riders that is now going to be 31 years old in his racing career. You know, himself, Jason Anderson, Malcolm Stewart, I believe Christian Craig might be in that group, Jason Anderson, all guys that Just Barsha, all these guys that we thought were going to retire and walk away within the last year. But you had Barsha re-up for 2 more years, Malcolm re-up for 2 more years. We have this deal here with Eli, with his team, with the Monster Energy Star Yamaha group. Again, all these guys, they're coming back. They're defying the odds, the normality of what we've seen in this sport of guys exiting in their late 20s. And with that, they'll be taking on the young guns. They'll be taking on Chase Sexton, who's defending that number 1 championship. They're going to have Team Honda, HRC's Jet Lawrence to deal with, who is having an amazing rookie 450 Pro Motocross season, will be on that Honda 450 come A1. His brother Hunter Lawrence looks likely to join him. All in all, this is just shaping up to be a fantastic A1. We know we get crap for saying in the media sometimes, but might be the best season we've ever seen next year. Biggest thing, I think the autograph lines, I think the fanfare for Eli will be amazing. Again, this is a man who is coming back from what we thought was a career-ending injury, a man that we thought was ready to retire, that was on the fences, a guy that just a couple years ago did not seem to be enjoying racing. And again, a big hats off to the Monster Energy Yamaha Star Racing crew. They basically made Eli a deal. We all know it was a little bit less money than Kawasaki, but they made him the guarantee that they would get him a bike he was happy on. They would put him in a racing environment he enjoyed, and they would get to winning again. And they've done that. And clearly it's been a big 180 in Eli's career. Again, the man just seems to be enjoying it more than ever. And if he wasn't, we don't think he would be back at this point. So This is all great news. There's plenty to learn on the official announcement. If you want to dive into that, hit the link in our description. It might also be in the first comment down there. That'll take you over to VileMix.com. You can check it out, read through the details, learn a little bit more about this. But again, we're just excited. We have Eli Tomac back for 2024. And one other little piece to add on that'll be very interesting. He will be joined by 2 teammates on that Yamaha 450 team next year, as far as we're aware. It looks like Justin Cooper will be on a full-time 450 deal, and he will be joined for the first time as a teammate by Cooper Webb as he returns to the Star Racing squad. So again, these are all just great storylines, things to really look forward to as we're getting close to wrapping up the 2023 racing season and looking ahead into 2024. Really curious what you guys thought. Are you surprised that Eli Tomac is back? Did you think he was going to retire? Let's hear your thoughts in the comments section below. If you get a second, give us a like and a subscribe. We'd really appreciate that. And stay tuned for more content.